What's the weirdest thing you've eaten, man?
Oh man, I'm craving a gulab jamun pizza.
What?
I told this kid, did you watch Pokemon yesterday? And he was like, you watch Pokemon in Hindi?
I got shirtless and made my stomach move in and out.
We have clips? Do we have clips of that?
Do you have clips?
You creep.
What would you do if you feel like someone you know stole a bit from you?
You guys seeing a therapist?
Oh, he said he wanted a BJ and
I taste it.
Maybe there was a uptake in mental health issues because of a life and world altering event that we all went through that no one in our recorded history has gone through before.
Demonetization.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Having Said That show. I'm your co-host Adi alongside Jay.
What's up, guys?
And guys, today we have the extremely funny, very talented friend of the show, Raunaq joining us.
Right.
I feel like
I just learned their names.
we've been working on getting him on the show for the past 2 months, I feel like, and he's finally here. Thank you for being here.
I just got to tell you, Adi. It happened, I think, last year.
Oh, right. Last year.
You guys,
It's been a while.
messaged me from your official page saying hi.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry I missed it.
No, it's okay.
So, but then one of your reels popped up now this year, and I was like, hey, this is good, and I followed you. So because you had messaged me last year, hi came into my main inbox, and I was like, hi. And then one of you passive-aggressive talks.
Who is the most passive-aggressive of us
Went on
all?
Google and typed the date of the first hi. And the date of the next hi, and some 350 days, and send me a screenshot of it saying, hi Raunaq. I was like, yo, what did I get into?
And then since then, we've been tracking you, following you.
Yeah.
We know where you feed the dogs and everything. So good to have you on the show.
That was me.
man.
I'm a passive-aggressive guy. But you see, you remembered. You remember. You're like, oh, man, I got to go on this show now.
No, I was actually scared till I met them.
I guess meeting Aman and Ariana right after dealing with Adi is...
I'm sorry about that. But I feel like the best way to kick off the show, we do this with every guest, is ask them for their controversial opinion.
A controversial opinion. Okay. Okay, a lot of people might not agree, but I think you guys have a great show. Okay.
This guy, man.
Stunning. That's the best controversial opinion we've ever had.
Bro, honestly, based on some of the comments we get, you're right. You're not wrong.
Thank you for saying that, Raunaq, because sometimes it doesn't feel that way.
That was so good. Are you a comedian?
Okay. Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a bit. This therapist, she tells me, you guys seeing therapists?
No, we're okay with talking about therapy, though.
Whoa!
It's cool.
Yeah, all right.
We're fine.
All right,
with
thanks, Amir Khan from Tars. Okay, so this therapist. So I get this report from a therapist, okay, and it says that I'm anxious, depressive, and I was like, is this a problem? And she's like, oh, don't worry. Look at everyone's lifestyle. Everyone is nowadays a certain amount of anxious and a certain amount of depressive. So I personally just feel like if everybody is, okay, and if everybody can relate to, oh yeah, I'm anxious in this form and I'm more prone to depression in these forms, then why don't we as a society call normal people the problem?
Oh, sure. It's like Incredibles, right? Like, if everyone's a superhero, no one is.
No one is.
So let's all just be normally like this.
But do you think that comes from like the over stigmatization of like mental health problems, where like every single person now, if you go to a therapist and you talk about your problems, they're going to give you a diagnosis of like, yeah, you're anxious or you're depressed.
Oh yeah, they have to also give you the money's worth, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Because you're like spending like 8,000 rupees on
You're
your first session.
not gonna have an entire conversation with them and be like, yeah, you're pretty normal. Get out. I don't want to see you again.
You're right.
Did you catch Russell's show in Bombay, Russell Peters?
No, I didn't get a chance to look at it.
So his entire special was about this, where he was like, we also felt all of this, we just didn't have a label on it.
Yeah.
So it's like y'all are putting labels on it and then amplifying the reason and stuff, which is cool. Like I feel like it's going to help kids in the future. But maybe not everyone needs to be labeled. You know what I mean? Overdiagnosed, you guys agree?
I think it is overdiagnosed to some extent. Well, now you can kind of debate that like the people who need it really need it. But the
But
people
also
who
I-
don't, it's like you're getting labeled as something. You're gonna use that as a crutch. Then
That's what I was going to
moving
say.
forward,
It's
you know?
it's a fucking
like
it's
it gives you that ability to shut down whenever
Yeah.
you choose to.
So I personally feel like we should all just be picking up our phones first thing we wake up in the morning,
I agree with
consuming
that.
as much caffeine as possible.
Oh.
And if your grandmother doesn't pick up a phone, put her in therapy.
Yo, have you seen old people with phones these days? Like, have you ever seen an old person with a smartphone?
Yeah,
It's
that's how
it's
you.
so crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like they just their entire lives they've been like, you know, in the dark kind of.
Yeah.
And now they have this entire universe
Dude.
on their phones. It's like an information surge like you
Dude.
cannot believe.
My
they're just
grandfather
glued to it,
is
you know?
addicted to sexting.
Yo, what the fuck? Like he puts the wrong emojis and stuff.
No, my grandfather is dead.
Oh shit! I thought you sent him a text and he sent back like 4 eggplant emojis. Like, that's not what that means, dude. Like this.
Sending
I'm sorry, I love you.
I do want to say, yes, maybe everyone is whatever being labeled as anxious and depressive, but I do think maybe there was a uptick in mental health issues because of a life and world altering event that we all went through that no one in our recorded history has gone through before.
Like
In-
World War II and World War One.
Like the pandemic.
Demonetization.
bro.
Is you think it's a pandemic? You think?
Well, I think the pandemic definitely it made a lot of
I
things
gotta tell you
worse.
this. I gotta tell you this, dude. You'll not believe this. Okay, my friend, I just spoke to him recently, and he tells me that I might get the word wrong. It's it's a jaw problem.
Oh, he said he
Where-
wanted a
where you start
BJ and you misunderstood.
where you start getting a
yeah,
lockjaw.
TMJ.
TMJ. Sorry.
That's
TMJ.
tetanus, bro, not COVID. I think. I don't know.
It's not nothing to do with COVID. You gotta listen to this. Okay, it's indirectly to do with the pandemic. Okay, what happened was TMJ is when these muscles, because these are the knees of your mouth. Okay, these muscles get like unused. So because of the isolation in the lockdown, he was not talking to anybody.
Oh.
Okay.
Shit.
So like he was just like being quiet, and these muscles got really like weak, and his jaw started dropping and locking. So the doctor
Whoa.
told him, please get friends or something.
Hey, that's why podcasting picked up, man. Everyone's like just
That's actually
practicing.
so true, bro. Like when you're in quarantine, I used to watch a lot of podcasts, man. Just like while I was working out to feel like I was with
Yeah.
the homies again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time, good time.
Not talking led to that, basically.
Dude, imagine, man.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy that people don't talk to themselves.
yeah.
What?
No, it's crazy that people do.
No, I don't think. No, I'm with Ariana on this. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm on a long car ride home, you can voice your inner thoughts. I
No.
feel like it's cool.
You just talk to yourself?
Occasionally
myself
happens
talking
from time to time.
I
Do you not have an inner monologue in your mind?
Of course I do.
so
but I don't have to voice
why
it to.
not? Why not, man?
Do
That's
you?
the fun.
I'll tell you what I do, okay? If I come out of a show and I'm like trying new material, okay? When I'm driving back, and it's a great moment, right? Because I was like, oh, I thought of this joke and it worked.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm driving, or it didn't work, but I'm thinking about it, okay? And I'm driving probably to the next spot. I'm driving home, and I'm just saying it out loud, like, what's the deal with airline fees? Okay. So I'm saying it, okay, and like I tend to do that often, okay, and sometimes like. Now she's used to it. My wife, even when we were dating, she was just like, what did you say? And I was like, it's not about you. Okay. But like that day, I was driving alone, and it was actually very cute. Or like 2 kids recognized me, and they told their parents that they are fans of me. So the family is driving past to show the kids that, hey, we'll make you meet this guy you like. And I'm just like, what's the deal?
Just like tweaking out in the car, like, no kids, don't look at him now.
Wait, this might be the So we tried this segment out with a guest recently, based on the old classic game, What Would Jesus Do? It's called What Would Raunaq Do in this case, right?
What would Raunaq do?
What would Raunaq do? And since you mentioned comedy bits and coming up with them, I was wondering, what would you do if you feel like someone you know stole a bit from you,
Oh,
Oh.
and you have complete surety that they stole it? It's not like, oh, you're giving them the
Yeah,
benefit of the
yeah, I know
doubt.
what you're
Nothing. You know that
I've
they.
been there also. It's the thing is you can't do much. Actually, the thing is, okay, this is really cool. Okay, I've told this to Karunesh also. You guys know Karunesh, right? Karunesh Talwar.
Carnage, shout out.
Shout out. So the thing is, like, when I was coming up, I was like, I started very young. I was like 15, 16 when I started. Okay, so like everybody, even if they were 21, they were adults. Okay, so like I remember like Karunesh used to like be a really good, and this is not when stand-up blew up. Like a really good comic I looked up to. And once I had a dream that he was doing my bits on stage. Okay? so I go, Karunesh, those are my jokes.
What?
So Karunesh looks at me, okay, and he goes, no one will believe you. Okay. And dude, this was, and like I held it in me for the longest time, okay? I told it to Karunesh like recently, and Karunesh was like, why the he's like, okay, I'm glad you told me, but why did you wait like 10 years?
But you said you started when you were 16, man. Like,
Yeah,
that's
man.
a long time ago. And what made you get into comedy, considering there were no, like, it wasn't big in Bombay?
Oh, dude, it was just like fun, dude. Actually, this is a good story, man. We went to the same school, you and I.
Yeah.
And do you know this teacher, Minaz Marker?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Minaz Marker, shout out. She was shout out
Shut up.
Karunesh Talwar, shout out Minaz Marker.
We'll keep account of that. Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what. Okay. So she was an English teacher. She was a little strictish. People were a little scared of her, and there was a thing called extempore, which you
Yeah,
guys
of
are
course.
all aware of.
Yeah.
Extempore is basically during public speaking day, you can either come and recite a poem or a story, or the last section is for extempo. Extempo is they give you a topic, you have a minute to prepare, and then you will go and say something.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
For years, I would see these boring ass fucking brown nosers do shit like, "Oh, you know, I wish there were 36 hours in the day because I have so much work to do." Okay? And I was like, shut the fuck up, man. And life is beautiful. Okay, so
We have a game like this coming up in the episode, so it's gonna be fun. Go ahead.
So it was like I was in the 10th grade, and I'm just like a very average student, not good at studies, not good at sports, just fucking. I was like, listen, it's my last year. I have to do something, okay? So I was like, anyway, I've not succeeded at anything in this school, okay? Let me just fucking shit one more time. So I was like, hey, I want to do an extempo this year. They said, cool, whatever. This fucking ass wants to do something, okay? And then I go, and then I get some topic. I don't even know what it was, but like, dude, this was the best feeling ever. Because
Oh my
like,
God.
I have the whole Mary's auditorium laughing their ass off, okay,
Nice.
for 5 whole minutes. Okay, and I'm just talking. And the more they're laughing, the more I'm just being a clown.
Yeah.
Okay? And clearly I looked at the teachers and I was like, I know I'm in trouble. But at least, it's your last
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
It's your last year. What are you going to do? I'm sorry.
No stress.
That's okay. Wait, why were you in trouble? You got into some raunchy
Because
stuff?
because I'm not doing the respectful thing of saying life is beautiful. I'm just being irreverent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being irreverent basically. Okay, I'm being. I don't care for the topic. I'm taking the topic and shitting on it. I'm just making fun of everything. I get my 5 minutes and then I fuck off. This is literally like an open mic. I got 5 minutes, I did it, and I fucked off. And then Minaz Marker, who is this strict teacher, tells me, and I don't win a merit or like they
Yeah.
give you certificates, right? They don't give me a name, and I don't expect to also. Okay, Minaz Marker tells me, Raunaq, I want to meet you later, and I want to talk to you about today. And I was like, oh shit. She meets me later, and she was like, what you did was fantastic.
Wow.
And this is why you should, like, it matters so much to have a good teacher, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was like, why haven't I never seen you do this before in all these years? She was like, do you watch stand up? And I was like, I've listened to one clip of Russell Peters from LimeWire, and she was like, do you know what he looks like? I was like, probably a white guy. And she's like, okay, I want you to go on YouTube and type these names. She gave me like 4 or 5
that's
names.
Oh my
sick,
God.
man.
Yeah, and she was
Amazing.
like, I want you to watch some stand up. I want you to
You really shout out.
Bro.
yeah, man.
Oh.
And
Amen,
so
bro.
I go and I watch all this, and like I come from like a Sindhi business family, right? So like pursuing the arts is not a thing that my family will understand also. So I'm just doing all this on YouTube, watching this stuff as a kid, and then school gets over, and I'm not even thinking of this as a career. So comedy store opened up, and I go, and I was just like trying open mics and shit, just having fun. I found out there's open mics in Bandra. This is like 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
All these guys, as I said, they're 21-year-old
Yeah, no,
men.
for sure.
Tanmay was there, Varun Grover was there,
Wow.
Shakya was there, Aditi Mittal was there. So these guys are I just get to hang out with older people.
Yeah. When you're 16, I guess 21 years old seems like grown.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah,
21,
yeah.
it's like it's
Yeah,
you're still
exactly.
a kid, you know.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
and nobody was doing it for the check that time. Because
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they
everyone's
were
doing
also
it for
kids.
the love of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
They were also kids. They were fresh out of college. Some were still in college. There was no videos on YouTube or anything.
Yeah, but let me ask you something. Were you always a funny kid? Because we've had this conversation on the pod before where it's like usually the funniest kid or like the class clown or whatever isn't the one who excels in stand-up. Like, you know, because you have to actually prepare
Or any
the
kind of
material
performative comedy.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
not like a direct correlation.
I don't know. I think that's what I was told I was by my friends.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're breaking that stereotype first, because
Yeah.
definitely.
Because like I had nothing else going for me, so
Sure.
I was like, also Mary's was a school with like fucking dude, everyone's just like, yeah, dude, fucking rich kids, dude, I hate them. I'm sorry. Very sorry, guys.
okay,
I
man.
remember once I told this kid, did you watch Pokemon yesterday? And he was like, you watch Pokemon in Hindi? And I was like, yeah, what else? How do you watch Pokemon? Because he also had a Pokemon bag. And he was like, dude, in the summer vacation, I watched it at my aunt's house in Boston. And I was like, where do I get this aunt from, dude? I can never win.
Yeah. No, because,
So-
you know, we speak about this all the time where school doesn't necessarily give you the outlet that you need. Like, let's say you're an artist or like a creative person, especially in Bombay, it doesn't give you, you know, the help that maybe you need to pursue that career.
No, but
right?
also, if I may, some art forms come from irreverence.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So the more you are institutionalized, the more you think that, okay, this is not me. What is the opposite of this? That is my personality. Once I'm out of the system, I will express it this way.
That makes a lot
But
of sense.
I-
I have a very similar experience
true,
to
actually, yeah.
the teacher who like pushed me into something. So, when I was in high school, I was making music for myself. I never really knew I wanted to do it like as a career. And then we have these things called extended essays where you have to pick a topic and write about it for like 3,000 words or whatever. It's like a
Correct, yeah.
detailed piece. And I picked something related to like an album, comparing different albums. And my English teacher at the time was like, hey, it seems like you really like this space. You think about it a lot. Have you ever tried just making your own stuff and putting it out there? And I was like, oh, I've never actually thought of that. I've never actually ever thought of putting it out there. And she was like, you just do it. Like, what's the harm? And just having some of those teachers, man,
Yeah.
changed your life. Like,
Dude,
it changed my
for
entire
sure,
life.
man.
Yeah, no, but I want to say something about Mary's, especially Mary's compared to, I went to 3 schools in Bombay, okay? And so the one thing about,
Flex it out, dude.
it's not, I mean, like,
What is the chronology?
I was Mary's for my first 5 years, and then I was in another school for 3 years, another school for 5 years.
Got it. And
And-
you're 5 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the thing about Mary's that was different from all the other schools is when it came to the performing arts, I think that was the school that I felt, at least as someone who was also a creative kid, encouraged it the most. Like
Yeah.
dramatics in Mary's was a big deal.
It was a
bro.
big deal.
And
Yes.
you know, and like previous students would come back, and the plays were always like so well written and so funny. And then all the other
Yeah.
schools I went to, you know, it was just like you know, someone in class would write some fucking pandering, "Oh, life is beautiful. I hope everything."
Yeah.
You know? And or even like the school plays in Mary's, like, bro, I was in every school play, and we did Noddy in the first grade. I played a dog, and I never had more conviction as like, yeah, I am this fucking dog, bro.
Dude, in my second standard play, I was the tree.
Yeah,
Dude.
you know, like you gave a shit about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or like in my 4th grade play, I had one line. I was the opener. Like I just had to introduce the play, and performing that was the most fulfilling thing ever because they made you give a
Were
shit.
you around when Father Everest was the principal?
Yeah. So I left. The year he left, I left.
Okay, so he, like, it's a convent school, right? So
Yeah.
always run
Yeah.
by a priest.
Yeah.
So the thing about him was he valued things outside academics.
Yeah. He was
because
cool.
I remember. Okay, so this is also a great story. Just my parents want to put me in some other school because I was actually in Scholars in Kolaba.
Huh.
Okay, up until the 1st grade, and like the teachers just beating me up for bad handwriting and all. Okay,
Oh, shit. In the 1st grade, they were beating you up.
okay, so my mom was like, "Why did you get beaten up?" And I was like, "Because I wrote badly." And where did he hit you? On my fingers.
Self-sustaining problem. Bro.
So anyway,
Shout out teachers in general, I guess. Good or bad.
So my parents tried in every school, and every school is rejecting me. Okay, and Mary's had like 200 kids in the second standard, 200 kids at the interview. And my parents were like, ah man, where you're this idiot. Okay, but like in that year, only 6 kids got in.
Yeah.
Out of 200. And I don't know how the fuck I got in till today.
Oh, what?
I don't know how I got in.
Just 6 out of 200?
6 out of 200, okay? And the smartest kid from this smug fucking asshole, Umang, I don't know your surname, Umang.
Umang, bro.
Oh, this smug asshole, Umang, from Scholars, he got into every school.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so he didn't get into Mary's, but I got into Mary's.
They probably saw your like knuckle marks. Like, this guy's a hard ass. We'll get him in.
No, but like my only theory is that because like when I saw the place and I was like, oh wow, there's a football ground. So when Father Everest was talking to me, I was just like, oh, I want to come here to play something on the ground.
Sure.
So I think he thought that, oh, that's someone who might not be great at academics but could be of help here. But little did he know.
Got him.
I have a very similar story. So my the reason I was in Mary's, my brother was in Mary's, my dad was in Mary's. So it's a familial thing. So it was like when I was a boy, it was almost just like accepted that Aman will go to Mary's. And by the time I got
then he revealed himself.
and then when I got to the 4th grade, my parents were okay. He wants to move me to an international school or whatever. So I thought after my 4th grade, going into my 5th, my parents, like my dad was still involved with the alumni association, so he hadn't told them that, oh, I'm taking my son out of Mary's. For him, it was like a really big deal that, you know, he was letting me go somewhere else. And so my parents told me, go for the first day of 5th grade and then we'll tell them you're not coming. And I was so excited. Like I was over the moon. I was like, wow, I'm going to have like 4 months of holiday. Look at me. Like I'm living the best life, right? At age 10. And I remember my parents went and spoke to Everest, and he was like, okay, I understand you have to let him go, but instead of giving him so much holiday, keep him in school until he has to go to the other school. And I was like, no way, I'm never going to do this. My parents were like, just try it, it'll be fun, whatever. And the whole idea was until the 5th grade, you couldn't be in dramatics. And at the time, I was like super into like performing and stuff. And so, you know, I said, okay, fine. The dramatics auditions were like in a few days. And I was like, okay, I'm going to audition for dramatics. And being a 5th grader, getting into dramatics was also super like, you know, it's not going to happen, whatever.
Correct.
So I was like, fine. And Everest was like, yeah, I'll push him for dramatics or whatever. And I auditioned for the dramatics, my White House play. My role in the play was I got shirtless and made my stomach move in and out.
Do we have clips? Do we have clips of that somehow?
You creep. And
Okay, but you didn't answer the question.
sorry.
Do you have clips?
No, I don't. But and then after that, I was the most excited. And being a part of that dramatics section,
No, you
is
can
like,
do it now. Go for it. We'll give you the platform to do it.
Top off right now,
you
dude.
have to pay me for it. When I was 10, it was so cute. Now at 24, it is not cute at all,
What's the
bro.
price? What's the price?
It's like a hate crime if I do it.
What's the price?
We will get demonetized. My girlfriend will leave me. I'm not doing this. No, absolutely not.
Sid, I'm impressed you know what OnlyFans is. You dog.
But my point was, and then as like a 10-year-old, I got to be a part of dramatics. And again, I was at every practice. I had no lines. I made my stomach dance. But it was the most, the most fulfilling time of my life. And it's because Everest pushed me to be like, you know, do something different. Okay, you're not here. Don't like, just go do dramatics, do shit like that. And I still remember it so fondly all these years later. You know what I mean?
I have a story which is the opposite of that story, which has nothing to do with the school. Okay, which reminded me. Okay, I'm in like the 6th grade, and my parents are like, you know, Raunaq, we're getting complaints from school. You're not getting good marks. You know, why can't you be like your older sister? You're useless. You're this and that. Okay, we are going to go. On Sunday, there is an exhibition where boarding schools are coming to Bombay and giving out their forms. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go have a look at it, and you're gonna go to boarding school for the 6th standard. 6th is over, 7th is gonna start. Okay, you're gonna go to the boarding school for the 7th standard, and I'm like, no, don't do this to me, and they were like, no, this is it. We're gonna go to this thing. They come with some pamphlets, and they leave it in the house. And then I was like, I have to make peace with it. I'm going to go leave all my friends and I'm going to go in boarding school. So I started looking at it and I like, you know, okay, fine, I'll have to learn to do all these things. I have to be on my own. I deserve it. I'm a bad boy or whatever. Okay, and then I go to school and I tell all my friends, listen, man, it's the last time. It's the last time I'm here, man. And all my friends are like, yo, Raunaq's leaving us. Everyone's crying.
Oh man,
Everyone's crying. Okay,
Yeah.
and these friends of mine, they were so sweet. They kept like a farewell party for me and everything.
That
And
is
then
nice, man, yeah.
my parents never put me in any position. So after a farewell party, I came back on the first day of 7th standard, and I was like, "Hey, I know it." They were like, "Fuck you."
At that point, do you just act like nothing ever happened? Like you know the Seinfeld firing thing?
Yeah,
You just show up at school like, "What's up, guys?" Like,
Yeah, just gaslight them.
I never said that. I was going to maybe leave, you know.
And like, this is one day before school starts in 7th. I'm begging my parents, please put me in boarding school.
I can't do this again.
You mentioned this thing about how your parents like compared you to your older sister, and I believe all of us are younger siblings.
No.
No, I'm older.
I'm
Yeah.
older.
No, but you have an older sibling. Also.
No, I
No,
don't.
she doesn't.
Oh my bad.
Oh man, sick.
But like, yeah, I mean, I have
That's
two
not
older
at all.
sisters also, and I can like so relate to that. And I have like my cousins and all, so you keep getting compared. Like
Yeah.
that's so annoying also, right?
Yeah, because you know the economy was different in that time.
Ayana, you had a few questions for what would Raunaq do. You want to go?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yes.
Because I know you're a relationship expert.
Oh.
And she's a relationship amateur.
Yeah, big time.
I'm not, but okay.
I get?
It's literally
Let's hear
that.
it. Let's
So
hear
I
it.
had some. Basically, one is that what if you've gone on a few dates with a guy, okay, and it's all gone well. At
Yes.
least you think it's gone well.
Yes.
And then you're like, okay, at the end of the date, he didn't say, okay, see you again. Or like, oh, we'll go out again. He didn't say that. But obviously, you want to go out again.
Correct.
And the texting and all is not happening as much. Like it's random memes on Insta types. Okay? So now a few days have passed and you want to see him.
Go. It's
Too
true.
specific.
This is like, and what if his
This is about
name
no one in particular.
and his name hypothetically is Rohan or something?
It is Rohan Rahul.
He's a Capricorn.
His birthstone, I don't know, probably. Like,
So, okay, 2-3 days have passed and you're like, okay, when are we meeting again? Because I have to plan my week, right?
Yeah.
So how do you ask, like, what is the
How do you
move?
get his attention?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you get him to ask you? Because you can't ask him, no?
Or you want him.
Yeah.
So this is me saying, hey, take me on a date, or me telling you what to say to him to say.
Obviously,
the
it's
second
what
one,
I'm saying.
you telling her what to do to
What
get
should-
this
what is
guy's
your advice
attention.
to me?
you know?
Because if it was me saying, I would say, hey, my wife's asking when I'm going.
No.
Can we go out again? She wants me out of the house.
So how
for
many
like
dates
2
has it been? Like 3 dates?
It's been 3
3
dates.
dates. Okay.
3 dates.
I would say 3
Oh,
dates.
it's already been 3 days.
It's been
yeah,
3 dates.
3 dates in the span of like 2 weeks.
Is this one of those guys on who you picked from the guests? And you did one thing in the middle, right? But you,
Yeah.
is it one of them?
No.
No. Yeah, because then we could have like a let's continue this.
Chal, let's say now it's one of them for the round.
Chalo, for Masti we'll say.
Okay. So you've been on 3 dates with this person, and this person is not hitting you back.
Yeah.
It was all pleasant all this while.
It was lovely. I had fun.
You had fun, and you don't know for sure if this guy was pretending to have fun.
Means, why would he pretend for 3 dates?
To be polite, right?
Oh, okay.
Like on the third date, he must have like snapped out of it and been like, "Oh, yeah, her nose is like my sister's."
Hari,
And it has nothing to do with you.
you know what? This happens to me a lot, Raunaq. What to tell
Really?
you? These guys snap out of it only. Can I tell you? It's actually so depressing. But 2 different guys who had no idea about each other have told me separately that I had a crush on you before I met you. And then I met you, and I was like, she's
Oh
not.
man.
They told you that.
This is
They told
everyone's
me,
therapy
bro.
session, man. I guess everyone's
is
just
like-
getting it out.
This is like those people, right? Like
This is like the
Like
sweet man.
you also probably look at someone and you're like, oh, this person is really attractive. So you imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think I think it's really funny because like my wife she was being sweet. She was just like when I was younger, this I'm so happy that we are together. This is the kind of guy I would have manifested. This is
Okay.
sweet. Stop laughing.
You need to flex to Ariana that you're married in a happy relationship.
What I mean is, I'm trying to get to a bigger point. I'm sorry.
What he basically did is like, oh, I'm so in love and my wife really wanted me. No, you stay safe though. Don't worry about it, Ariana.
So wait. I'm trying to get to a point. The point is, she says, when I was younger, you are the kind of person I would have manifested. Okay? And I'm so happy that we are together. But I said, okay, so when you manifest someone, you know that, okay, this is how he should look. This is what qualities he should have.
Yeah.
This is probably what he should have in his bank.
Yeah.
This is how tall he should be. Okay, and great, I fit that. But those are like 6 things you must have manifested, right?
Yeah.
But there's gotta be traits that don't fit into that. Like, okay, I am these things, but I'm also a miser.
Yeah.
Sure.
So then every time I don't fit into that, I am disappointing your manifestation without doing anything but just being me.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
deep,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I see why in a happy
And when I said that to
relationship-
her, she was like, the only thing I didn't manifest is for you to talk so much.
Maybe that's
your problem. Yeah.
That's my problem. That's definitely my problem. She was
You're
like,
not helping the situation, bro.
so she was like, you don't need to intellectualize this. So what I'm trying to say is, it's
Yeah.
probably not your fault.
Yeah. No,
but
it isn't.
like
You're
in
right.
his head, he
Sure,
looks at you and he's like, oh, she looks like Madhuri Dixit from Dil To Pagal Hai, but you're probably Karishma Kapoor from Dil To Pagal Hai.
Sure.
Right?
I missed that one. I missed that movie. When it came on PVR.
So it's Shah Rukh and he's in love with both of them, but then he's in love with one of them, but one is in love with. It's like every Shah Rukh movie.
Yeah. I got it. I
Yeah.
understood.
This
So-
got awfully poignant, I must say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a nice.
It was
analogy.
stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not.
No,
it's
thank
not
you
your
so
fault.
much.
If we are getting deep, I feel like it's the perfect time to play the podcast game.
Ooh.
wanna do that?
Okay.
Is
Let's
that
play
a
the
segue?
podcast game.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you have a great segue, and then someone points out that it
Yeah.
is a segue.
Cut that out.
He loves a good segue.
What is it?
So we play
He's gonna
this game where basically, we're podcasters and we believe that podcasters should have 3 traits. And so I throw out random topics and the 2 of them and you then try and make a topic about a certain thing. But for this podcast game, it's not like the others. We've changed it up.
Yeah, could you give me an example? Because
I
I
will,
didn't
I will.
follow. Huh.
I will. So it's not like the others. Because usually what we used to do was we'd say, okay, there are 3 categories. In one category, you have to make like a random topic about yourself. In one category, you have to make a boring topic sound interesting or sound deep. And in one category, you have to sell a bad product. Okay? Like you have to do a brand deal for a bad product. But
Hey, that's like all. And
except for the ones except for the ones we do, because we only do brand deals with great products.
Woohoo!
You think I pursue what you love. Oh shit! Oh fuck!
But for this topic, we've decided, you know what? There are certain trends in the podcast world that do numbers, and we wanna see if our boys here can do that and if you can do that. So the 3 categories are: you still have to sell a bad product because we're always going to be selling products, but the other 2, I'm going to give you a topic that's just a random topic and you have to make like an alpha edit about it. Like you have to make it part of the Sigma grind set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the third topic is, I'm going to give you just like a random object and you have to make like a super intense conspiracy theory about it, right? Because conspiracies sell, people love listening to like random things. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So who wants to go first? Let's start with the alpha one.
Not me.
Jay.
I can.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? You ready?
It's an alpha move to go first also. He's like playing into it. You know?
Okay.
Read it out to me, bro.
Your topic, Jay, to make alpha is skincare.
Skincare, man. Okay.
Okay, in 3,
Am I on a timer?
2, 1,
Is there no timer?
go. We'll call it.
Yeah, man. So I was walking down the street the other day, as we do as young, confident men, and was passing by a lot of the shops, and I realized that people were just looking at me all the time, and I was like, why? It must be because I'm young, confident, and walking down the street.
Word.
And I noticed myself in one of these mirrors, and these people are looking back at me, obviously. And I was noticing, my clothes, my style, everything, all of that stuff. And I was just, of course, abs, yes. And I was just noticing, my skin. I honestly thought my skin was the mirror for a second.
Oh.
And I believe that the person who created the mirror really did a disservice to humanity, right? Because I don't think you're supposed to see your face as often as you do, right? Even like in the medieval ages when, when you're looking at your mirror in a pond or a lake, you're in a groveling position. That's the only position you can see your face in, really. But I think it was all worth it because now every time I pass by, I can see what I look like. And I think it's all worth it for that, Yeah.
You got such clear skin. I can look at myself in your skin. So,
yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love it.
Loki mid, huh?
Mid.
We'll
It's hard.
save
It's
the
hard.
judging
It's
for
very
the end.
hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
It is hard.
In the
yeah.
middle, you did something and then you didn't do it.
Yeah.
I had it,
how
I
Raunaq
had it with the
does.
groveling.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
had
loved
it.
this. I loved this.
Well, let's see how you do, man. Maybe you'll be better.
Should we have
Why are
the
you putting this
music?
pressure on me?
We will, of course, we will. Okay. Your topic is
The topic is
meditation.
meditation.
And such a douchey topic. Fuck.
And I gotta say, like an alpha boy,
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with meditation, first of all. Meditation. Do you guys meditate?
Of course.
Fucking do it right now, guys. Meditation, man. It's changed me,
Straight up.
Straight up, man.
Yeah.
I remember when I had no big dick energy, and then I just meditated
Yeah.
and thought about your moms. And yeah, man, meditation, bro. Every time I'm in that ice water bath.
Oh, that cold
Yeah.
plunge.
Cold plunge, man.
got a
I'm
cold
just,
plunge
I'm, just,
daily.
I'm just meditating, man. I'm just
Yeah.
breathing in, breathing out.
Yeah.
All that water in my lungs is making me bigger, bro.
Yeah, deep breaths, man.
Deep breaths, bro.
Straight up.
Yeah, man. Mind over matter, bro. That's what I always tell
You
everybody.
gotta hit that ice bath like twice
Yeah.
a day, at least.
18, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, man. And
18 times a day.
18 times a day. That's what gives you the big dick energy, obviously.
that's how
Yeah.
you do it. In fact, my godson, he's Christian, so on his
really?
baptizing, I said I'll do it in my cold plunge.
Amazing.
Nice. That was a good end.
Okay, you ready?
Like Andrew Huberman.
Man, this
would
one's
have,
a
like,
tough
baptized
one,
you,
bro. It's very hard. Okay, come.
Okay, you have to talk about baking.
Baking. Okay.
It's
You know,
just for legal reasons, the legal type of baking.
Okay.
Got him. Nice.
Man, you ruined my flow.
I'm so
Ariana.
sorry.
Oh, now it's gonna be shit, bro.
Girls should not be allowed in the room. Girls should just not be allowed. They ruin the flow. Like, even when they're baking, it's such a simple thing. All you gotta do is put ingredients together in a specific format with volumes and weights there. But they make it so complex and stuff like that. That's why the best bakers in the world are men. We have an instinctive need to provide, and we understand that if we don't mix certain ingredients and give this to our family, that they will die. So really, the crux of my argument is get all the women out of the room,
Alright.
leave the baking to the men.
Alright.
I know that we said girls belong in the kitchen last episode, but this episode we are going back to our roots.
Alright.
You know,
Equality, man. You know what I'm
Equality.
saying? That's alpha as fuck as well.
That's
yeah.
just their opinion.
okay.
Is
was
equality
amazing.
alpha as
Because
well? yeah.
I've been yes ending, so I was yes ending here,
Yeah.
and I was yes ending here, but I was like, if someone takes out of context, yeah, bro.
Yeah, get him out. The homies wanna cook together. Man. Yeah, that's what's up.
Sun's out, buns out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that was good. I think across the board, I think Jay gets a 6 on 10.
Okay.
I think Adi gets a 7 on 10.
I thought Adi was good, yeah. I thought Adi was
Yeah.
the best.
Okay,
I would make it 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agreed.
6, 7, 8.
Agreed.
Cool.
Great.
so all to play for still. Next category, I'm gonna give you.
Scoring
What, you guys
system
don't play?
sucks, bro.
You guys
No,
don't
no,
play?
no, no.
No,
we
it's
just judge.
it's hard.
It's hard.
Hard to play.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's
So,
even
so
harder
they're
to judge.
Vishal Darlani and Sunidhi Chauhan and
If I was gonna be alpha about it doesn't seem that hard, bro. The fact that y'all think it's hard is kind of beta behavior. You know what I'm saying? For us sigmas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
easy work, light work. You know what I'm
Woohoo.
saying?
Okay.
that's
Okay.
a 9 on 10. It's a 10 on 10 with the stomach rumbling.
Fuck. This is what they told me about the industry. You have to perform for your money. Okay. A conspiracy theory, yeah? You ready?
Jesus, yeah.
Okay, you have to give me a
That's
conspiracy.
your conspiracy theory.
Should I go?
Wait, hold on, bro. We told the line with the baptism joke. Okay, let's not overdo it. But okay, you have to give me a conspiracy theory about the beach.
The beach. Okay.
I would love this one.
One of my favorite movies of all time is The Truman Show. The last scene of The Truman Show, you find him at the beach looking for the end of the world. And I think that if we view ourselves as characters in a show that life is playing with us, the beach is really where all of us have ended the seeking. We don't really know if the earth is flat. Have any of y'all sailed around the world?
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Never, man.
Yeah, the horizon is just slightly curved. We don't know if it
What's
actually
behind that,
curves
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
more.
Yeah, it's basically OLED, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
Talking about the ice wall, right? As well.
OLED, yeah, they have the technology to do it.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
clearly done stuff like this in the past.
Yeah.
And with the moon landing, with everything, I don't think it's a far-fetched statement for me to make where the beach is a gateway for us not knowing the truth.
Oh.
Damn, yeah.
It's true.
That's
man.
where the moon landing as well, right?
Yeah,
I feel that.
That's true,
I feel
man.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
good.
interesting.
Amazing.
interesting.
I didn't.
Boycott beaches.
Boycott.
Let's do it.
Hashtag.
Let's do it.
Well, you don't have to boycott them, but understand that it's a gateway to the other plane, as well.
Which is, yeah, it's true.
Sure. I would
Why do you
say-
think they blew up that submarine, man? You think that was just random?
Oh my
Not
god.
at all, bro.
They
So,
didn't
which
blow
submarine
it
we
up.
talking about, big dog?
The one with the billionaires. Come on.
The Titanic one.
The Titanic one. Okay, interesting. The conspiracy felt a little
Yeah, all over the place.
unfocused.
Fuck off, you all try it,
All
bro.
over the
Unfocused,
place.
unfocused.
I believed it.
Yeah.
You know what?
It is what it is.
It is
Some
what it
people,
is.
if your conspiracy theory is too wild to believe, you've done a good job.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
No, it wasn't too. I don't know what the conspiracy theory
Yeah,
is.
Don't worry about it. You don't know about the ice wall.
Yeah.
The fucking.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Okay.
Raunaq, you're next. You have to give me a conspiracy theory about traffic lights.
Ooh.
Oh, do you guys know this though about traffic lights?
No, tell us.
It's all.
Do you know, bro?
It's all just one color. Like we see what we
Oh
want to see.
man, traffic lights was just everything on the road is a man-made invention except for traffic lights. Traffic lights has been around since God.
What?
Yep.
Since God.
Yep. And did you know that traffic lights have an AI technology? And so they have their own thoughts and patterns and everything.
Really?
They have their own consciousness, and traffic lights are gay.
Traffic lights are gay?
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's all the colors of
Yep.
the
It's
Yeah,
their
yeah,
own
yeah,
consciousness, and being gay has been around since God. So
Yeah.
people who think that being gay is a conspiracy, like. I gotta tell you, man. Read about the traffic lights, gay stuff on Google.
I mean, one time we want to bake with the boys, and now this is.
Have you ever seen traffic light at the beach? No.
Oh, hey, that's true. I have it.
That's tea. That's tea.
Traffic lights are gay. That's interesting. And you're right, dude. They allow you to go both ways. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
Peace out, guys. Great episode. Love having you here. Okay.
Stunning.
Okay, Jay, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Give me a conspiracy theory on hotel breakfast buffets.
Ooh. Hey, this is actually a conspiracy theory.
And
And this is also
amazing.
pretty gay.
Okay.
Please don't put that on.
Okay, man. Well, when you're on vacation, you go to a hotel room. They ask you, do you want breakfast? It's complimentary. You're like, yeah, of course I will, for sure. But you're on vacation, so you also want to sleep, right? And we all know that hotel rooms are basically a front for the Illuminati money laundering machine.
Word.
And they have to give you the impression that, hey, this room is reserved for breakfast. So when you get up late, you walk around in the morning, you're like, it's too late for breakfast, I won't go in that room. And then that happens to everyone. And then that room kind of just goes unnoticed all the time.
What?
What are you on, bro?
Have you guys ever been to a breakfast buffet at a hotel room? I don't think so.
At a hotel room.
I think everyone and everything just passes it by on vacation.
Yep.
And that room is secretly used to, plan the beaches and redirect the traffic lights and all of the other stuff that we don't really know what's going on.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
the first hotel room or the first breakfast buffet was actually inside the pyramids. So we don't really know what's going on in there.
Yep.
Just like we don't know what's going on in any hotel room
Yep.
or any hotel breakfast buffet.
That's right.
It
We
is
got
very-
you, Bon Boy. Love it. Yeah. that's
I
true.
thought you were going to go down the path of they say it's complimentary, but it's baked into the price of your room.
Oh, well, that's not a conspiracy.
too
though.
easy, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I thought you were gonna say
That's
when
true.
you're out of your
Yeah,
room.
it's true.
I just thought like that's a fact.
But they say it's complimentary.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Oh.
Interesting. What are we thinking, boys?
I'm thinking Adi first, and then.
I think it's the other way around.
yeah, she's
Wait,
just.
what?
Why are you including her in these
No, I
ratings,
think
bro?
I was gonna say Raunaq.
First, I would say also.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
Okay, but fine. Majority saying Raunaq first.
Okay,
so
Raunaq
Raunaq's
first, Adi second, Jay third.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
My
sorry, Jay. I
conspiracy
still
Yours
agree
was
with
just,
that.
I don't know what you were talking about only.
Yeah,
My
I was wrong.
conspiracy is that their judging is rigged.
Oh, you didn't know that? This has been happening since day one, man.
Okay, so are we saying 5 points, 4 points, 3 points?
This point
How
system
is- yeah.
so fucking dumb.
It's a great point system.
It
You don't
doesn't
understand.
work.
You don't understand
You
it.
can just do 1, 2, 3 and it's the same thing.
But no, because
gotta add the flash,
the next
man.
round
You
he
gotta
might
add
get 8 and he might get 4, bro. You don't know.
Any more rounds of this, guys?
Yes, one last round.
Pretty bad, no? Should we cut this out?
Raunaq is
No,
ready
bro.
for the...
I think it's pretty bad.
What?
Yeah.
No, it was good, it was good.
I think this is the best one.
The product. Let it be.
Podcasting, huh? What a world.
I have a controversial opinion that we will cut out, but I don't think it's as hard as y'all make it seem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then Aman, you
Okay,
should do
okay,
it.
wait,
Yo,
wait.
let's-
No,
let's
you
fucking-
go,
let's-
you
let's
go,
flip
bro.
this shit, bro.
Okay,
Let's do it.
you want to give him a conspiracy theory?
Let's go.
Or the first one? What's the first
anything.
one? Alpha edit, way harder.
Oh, I think Aman would
Let's
be
go,
good at
bro.
this one.
Let's do this.
Alpha
Aman
edit
is
secretly watches-
on a soft hoodie.
On a soft hoodie.
A soft hoodie.
So this is the truth, guys. This is the reality of the situation. Being a man in society, let me tell you something. Okay, you know what they want from you, man? You know what they fucking want from you? They want you to be an object. You know what I'm saying? They want you to fucking juice up, go crazy, shoot people, because that's what they expect from men. Men are aggressive. Men are fucking angry. But you know what the truth is, man? The real man, the most sigma of the men, they're aggressive on the inside. So don't let them see your body. Don't let them know what you're fucking like, man. Hide that shit from them, because that's what they fucking want from you. They expect you to lose it. They expect you to go crazy. And the truth is, man, keep your cards close to your chest and surprise them and fucking take over the world.
Aman won. Aman won.
Let's go.
Aman is number
Let's
one.
go. Are we giving them a grading? 'Cause he's first, she's second.
I think it's
And
easy.
Sid's last. Okay, let's do the
Amazing.
product.
Let's do the product.
We can flip the product as well, man. We can make.
What is the product? How do we do the
I'll
product?
give you a bad product, you sell it.
Yeah.
A bad product to sell. Okay.
Okay?
Let Raunaq start.
Wow.
Yeah, take it. Let him do it.
It's a book, but the last chapter is blank.
The last chapter is blank.
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1.
You know, there's a lot of books out there
Yeah, a lot of
that
books
are
out
inspired from movies.
Straight up.
But there are no movies. Actually, there are.
No movies inspired by books. You tell
But
him.
there's no movies that are inspired by books that you have written. And, which is why we have made this great book where there's an empty chapter because it's an open-ended ending, but you get to close the ending with your
Yeah.
own ideas, thoughts.
Straight up, man. We write
Straight
our own
up,
stories, dude.
man. And every time you write something, Steve, you guys know Steve Spielberg.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the S.
Yeah.
SS. Yeah. for sure.
Yeah, he'll just fucking make it for you. He's
Like an
got the
AI
latest
tool.
iPhone,
Yeah,
so he's
yeah.
got to do it.
She's got the latest iPhone.
And yeah, man, and you hold that close to your heart because at the end of the day, we all are unwritten chapters. So
deep, man.
Stunning.
And once you're done writing that, you can just go to a stationery store and buy a new notebook and write some more.
It's okay.
The birth of an author career as well.
And,
Yeah.
it's like this improv game, right? Where he should be finishing what he starts, but now we have to do it. So we'll just write you
Get
some
him.
of the book and then you finish it. And yeah,
I like
Lovely.
that. I like
Okay.
that.
Nice.
I'll go next just to get it out of the way.
It's a 6-pack of tennis balls, but all of them are broken.
Okay. Well, you know, sometimes you wanna bake with the homies.
I do.
Nice, by the way. You wanna go out and you wanna play tennis and stuff. But as we discussed in this episode, a lot of us are anxious. A lot of us are depressed. Sometimes what you really want to do is not play tennis with the homies. Just have a conversation with them. You know, you can rock up to the tennis court and you can be like, "Oh, I'm so excited to play tennis. What the? The balls are broken.
It sucks.
Shut. Damn it! I hate this shit."
Yeah.
I guess maybe we'll just have a life-changing conversation. It's like,
True.
I had a bad week. You had a bad week. I haven't seen you for a long time, actually.
6 days.
Let's let's talk about it. What are your problems? What are my problems?
It's true.
You know, some kids come by, we're like, "You want these balls?" No, shut up.
I like that.
I love that.
That was sick,
That's
bro.
good. Yeah, man. Buy the broken balls. Have conversations with your friends and enjoy.
Enjoy life.
That was sick.
Busted
was
balls
so
to
good.
bust balls with your friends.
Oh.
I like that.
I like that.
Stunning.
Okay.
I really
I like that.
enjoy it.
Yeah, so did I. The last
this.
one is for you. It's a Sudoku puzzle,
Okay.
but a random.
Sorry. Tamper with the balls so you stop tampering with your life. Oh,
That's what's up, man.
that's what's up.
Guys, I think. Are we gonna sell broken tennis balls? It feels like we should, right?
Should-
Feels
we
like we
should.
All right, team, let's do it.
Wait, are we gonna have to share percentage with him as well? 'Cause he's not the
Okay, here's a Sudoku puzzle, but a random number of the pre-filled numbers are wrong.
Okay.
Do you know how to play Sudoku?
Of course.
Okay.
That's why I saved this one for him and not you.
Oh, but these guys know that one of the random numbers is wrong.
Just a
right?
random amount of those numbers are wrong.
Like it's unsolvable Sudoku.
Okay.
Oh.
Bro.
I know it.
You wanna
You
go?
want to go?
Let it
Okay.
flow. Let it flow.
Let her go.
Should I go?
Yeah, go.
Okay,
Go
so
for it.
this is a team effort.
Tag team.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Guys, how many Mumbai mirrors are you going to read to solve the Sudoku every day? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't do that. No one reads newspapers anyway. Just get this one Sudoku. It's the hardest Sudoku in the world. You'll never be able to solve it, but every day you will try. And every day you'll think you'll get closer, but you won't. And that's life. You keep trying.
Yeah.
It's an unsolvable Sudoku.
Straight
It's
up.
like
That's life.
that.
That's life. That's life.
That's life.
It's
You're
like
so right.
what Mr. Miyagi taught, that wax on, wax off. It's like it's
Right.
teaching you a bigger thing.
Exactly.
It's not about accompling Sudoku.
No, I don't even
It's
have
about
to
getting
sell
up
it.
and trying
Y'all are
again,
selling
you
it
know?
for me. Because it's such a good product.
Thank God I didn't sell that shit. Yeah, fuck that.
But I feel like you should give him a different product as well, though. I feel like now you need.
You wanted another product?
But you can
Give
just
him,
add
give him a
it.
fun one. Give him
You
a
can add to
fun.
this.
Give
I
him
can
a,
add- no, this one's
give him a
dead.
fun. Give him like a fun.
Okay.
Like a camera that doesn't record anything.
Sure.
Like your worst nightmare.
No, I think one of the hardest things for people watching our channel and who want to start their own is looking into the camera and not being conscious of what you're saying. And I understand that when you hit the record button is when you feel conscious of yourself. So we designed a camera that can never record anything. So it's literally just a prop for you to practice. We put a little mirror on the side so you can look at yourself. And I think it's a super starter kit to your YouTube journey.
All right.
Stunning.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's
That's
true.
good.
Make a
Nice.
podcaster.
Yep. And this is what it looks like.
And I
Shout out
honestly,
HST, man. We love you guys.
I don't think.
Shout
I
out
think,
Karnesh Talwar. Shout out Minas Marcus. Shout out HS.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
and I think we're all winners, bro. Yeah, I don't think there
Stunning.
was a winner in this round. I think it was a good round, a good fun game of the podcast game.
Well, I think mine was.
I thought Changi also
James was
was
good.
Let's just.
I thought his was the best also.
You're trying to cheat me out of a fucking round, dude.
1,000 points for Changi.
Chalo. 1,000 points for Jahangir.
1,000
Jahangir.
points.
Take it.
You won it, that means, huh?
Before we move on to our last game, I have a question for you.
Of course.
And I told you this when I met you before this as well. But the first time I really was introduced to you was at the Aziz Ansari show.
Oh,
And
no way.
You were what, 24 years old? You you were definitely one of the younger comics working at the time. So what was the process like of booking that? What did it feel like doing that? Because I know he did a few smaller shows and there were other comics there, but you were like his opener, which is a fairly big deal.
So Hannibal was going to come here with this is a great story. Hannibal was going to come with
Hannibal Buress?
yeah.
Damn. That's
So they were
sick.
gonna get Hannibal with Aziz, okay, but Hannibal misses his flight, okay, and doesn't realize how big and important of a comic he himself is.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're like, fucking hell, man. Aziz's opening act is not even taking his flight. Okay, so then Aziz's team was like, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Yeah.
Aziz flies down here. He's got a bunch of big shows and he does a bunch of club shows. Okay. Because he wants to practice his material, he wants to get to know what the audience is like. He's got a bunch of American references that he wants to make sure that, okay, if everybody doesn't get it, I want to make sure that for the big show, I workshop it to be correct. Okay, he had a bunch of really famous comedians who were going to open for him. Because of scheduling issues, they couldn't do it. And last minute, I get a call from the owner of Cuckoo Club.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Who's a friend of mine. He's been seeing me since I was a kid. And he's like, yo, I need someone last minute. Just come. You got to open for Aziz Ansari. And I was like, dude, I'm good. I have tickets for tomorrow, front row.
Oh, for sure.
For the front row. I'm a huge fan. I would love to do this. So I get to open for him. He's got a bunch. He's got like four shows. So there's 4 different comics opening for each show. And bro, that's it. Like that was like I peaked that day. So I told my girlfriend, my wife now, I was like, let's go. We're in a 5-star in the middle of the night. We're eating food. Suddenly I get a call from the owner of Cuckoo Club saying, hey man, he loved your set.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He wants you to open tomorrow for the main show.
Amazing stuff.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I was.
Awesome, man. A round of applause for that.
That's so cool.
But the problem is, you know what my first thought was? Bro, I spent a bomb on those front rows.
It's okay, Insta. Anyone looking for 2 Aziz Ansari front row tickets?
So one is my girlfriend sitting in the front row. There's an empty seat, which was like her brother who ended up taking it, and he's way younger, like.
Yeah.
So he was like, who's Aziz guy, man? What is this Parks and Rec, man? So he was like, Raunaq, can I just watch you and go? I was like, dude, no. This guy sold out Madison Square Garden. You gotta watch him.
That's
Yeah.
sweet though. That puts it in a perspective.
Yeah. So anyway, I get to open for him, and I'm trying because like
How big was the main show? How many people attended the main show?
it was the biggest auditorium in NCP, sold out.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 1,000-seater.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah.
So he was like, dude, I want you for all the other shows. They called me for all the other shows in Bombay.
It's awesome.
And it was great, dude. Like I just got to hang out because they're trying to be like, oh, you're a foreigner. So
Yeah.
so inside his green room, there's like Kaju's made like a pyramid. It's just fucking put perfectly. Okay, and like there's like all this expensive booze and all. So I'm just standing outside because I'm like, yo, I don't wanna, because like Indian celebrity culture is like, वो उसको भाग बैठने को बोलो. But Aziz was so sweet. He was like, dude, why are you hanging out outside? Just come inside.
Wow.
I spoke to him. He was telling me about how he wrote his hour. He was
That's
giving
awesome.
me advice. Like one of the things he told me, because I was a kid, man. I was like, yo, have you already recorded this special? He's like, yeah. And dude,
Spike Jones did it.
Spike Jones?
Yeah, Spike Jones.
Spike
The
Jones.
guy who
Spike
made,
Jones did it.
yeah,
Sorry, yes.
who made her and stuff.
Spike Jones did it. That's the special, okay?
Yeah.
Spike Jones
Oh,
recorded
the one that's shot in the comedy
Yeah.
club with 2
No,
shows.
no, that's not the one.
Then
It's the one where he does like a handheld camera for the half of it, and I saw the show twice. I saw it once when he did a club show, and I saw it I guess your first show, which was that Friday at NCPA.
Okay, got it.
And he changed the structure of the show between the shows.
Yeah, because
He was testing it out.
So he was talking to me also about that. He was saying, dude, why is this joke not working? And I was like, you're Aziz, I should not be. So then then he was like, dude, stop being starstruck. We're just comics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're both just comics. Okay. We need to talk to each other. And he was like extremely sweet. Then I was like, maybe this is because he had some references about like when he was a kid and he used to come down to Kerala and he used to watch or maybe he used to watch some ad from Kerala, but he was like, why is this joke not working? Because I was like, this is Maharashtra, this is
okay.
so he was like,
Nobody knows about Kerala.
okay. Culturally you all are all different, so what can I do, this, that.
I love that.
Yeah, so one of the things he told me, so I was like, dude, you already recorded your special, what if because you tend to think of new jokes while you're on stage, while you're thinking back. And I was like, what if you think of a new joke, dude? Will you be like, I need to record my special again? He was like, dude, no, I'll do a joke. I'll do it here, I'll have fun. But now my special's done. And I was like, won't you be like, I wrote this joke? He was like, dude, stop holding on to your art. You're an artist. You will create art forever.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
And I
That's
was
sick,
like,
man.
damn,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
And that really freed me. So like he was just extremely sweet, and I think that was also like a coming to life tip for him, because he was like in India, because like out there, because even though he's American, he must have felt like an outsider always.
Yeah.
So now that he's here, he's like, oh, this is what my people are like, and this and that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was just good, man.
Yeah.
That's
That was the whole
amazing.
experience. And they were going to fly me to Delhi also. The last show, Hannibal ended up coming.
Okay.
The last show, Hannibal ended up coming, and I was like, so now I'm like, oh, now I think I can be friends with all of Hollywood.
So moving on to our last segment, it's a fan favorite. And we think it's relevant because comics often talk about the news. And so this is News with Sid. He's going to give you a headline.
All right.
And then y'all react to it and we discuss it and we talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Thanks for the
News
intro,
with
Aman.
Sid.
News with Sid. All right.
That's more like it. Thank you.
Okay.
I think you're
My favorite.
consuming content from the wrong country, because nobody here makes fun of the news.
Oh, even the kind of news we've picked is not political or anything.
Political? Well, I wasn't talking about it.
I don't even know what that word means, man.
Obviously, everyone at HST is really well read. We
Yeah,
know
of
what's
course.
up with the global political scenarios and
Oh, that's good.
what.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go for a little more of the fringe news,
Yeah, thanks.
and this one had to be the first one. So it's a Vice article that's the tagline. The headline is "What It's Like to Date a Stand-Up Comedian in India."
This is why Vice is shutting down.
So I'm gonna read a little bit from one of the extracts, which is one aspect that can make dating a comedian challenging is their constant need for attention and validation.
Right.
Comedians often thrive on making others laugh and seek validation from their audiences. This can sometimes translate into a constant need in their personal relationships as well.
Where's the joke? I don't.
You
I know his next sentence already.
Do you feel a pressure to be funny for your wife?
No, not really. I actually sometimes, because when you live with someone who is constantly joking, I'm sure it's annoying for her also.
Sure.
Yeah. Because like this is where we're all having fun, where everybody's making jokes. It's a social this thing. But imagine if I followed you home and I was like, knock.
like you ever get into like fights or whatever, and you just can't take it seriously for some reason. You just keep like.
But there is an aspect of can't take it seriously, and also there is an aspect of, because you're a joke writer. Sometimes in fights you can say really condescending things instead of punchline and feel really proud about it.
That's the best feeling
Or, like
ever.
write it down in your notes app and be like, I'm gonna use this.
Because you're always looking for content, right? But while fighting, you're looking for what you can say in the next stand-up bit.
I'm not always looking for it like that, but I'm just saying, like, in a fight like if she says something to me and I want to take that info and like say a thing that could be funny, like if there was an audience, people would laugh, but
I know exactly what you
she's
mean.
not. She's but I'm sure I end up,
It's like for your own pleasure you do it, just a little bit.
yeah, but I'm sure I end up hurting her feelings, so I'm sure that's a bad thing to do, because there's a bit of condescending sarcasticness in it.
Yeah,
It is
so
so
have you seen, there's the movie Tick Tick Boom, there's a scene where he's fighting with his girlfriend and obviously it's a musical, so in his head it's like they're singing a song about it, and basically they're fighting about how he's so consumed in his work, and at the end of the scene he hugs her and he's like, everything will be okay, and then he's like tapping the beat on her back and she goes, oh, you're writing a song about this too, and then that's how they break up, and this is what this reminded me of, man, where you just can't turn it off.
Sometimes it does happen, like when this thing happened, like it wasn't a fight, but when she was telling me the manifest thing and I told her that, and she was like, dude, stop overthinking and over intellectualizing. I was like, can I just so I do tend to write this stuff down. Yep.
The next one, we know the Cricket World Cup is coming up, 2025. Are you a cricket fan?
Not too big. It depends on which brand is asking and how much they're paying.
Lays.
So we obviously
Saif and Kef, my favorite guys.
So India's going to play Pakistan. And for the first time, I think it's happening on US soil. So all the American Indians, American Desis are going to be running for that. So India versus Pakistan T20 is happening this year. Match ticket prices skyrocket to 1.86 crores
Wow.
for a
Whoa.
ticket. That's the highest price listed
And
on
where
one
is
of
it
these
being
websites.
played?
Somewhere in New York, some park, something in New York.
Oh.
It's a place a little outside the city, I think.
Long Island, New Long Island.
Oh.
Cricket.
1.86 crores for a match ticket.
In the
Wow.
US, like a cricket
Yeah.
tournament.
That's
I mean,
why.
it's all Indian people. It's
Yeah.
all
I mean,
brown
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it'll be a small stadium also then. It wouldn't just
Baseball stadium. That's it.
Oh, okay.
20,000.
It's fucking
crazy.
called a park or something, right? Losers.
Yeah, no. But people are paying and apparently people are paying a lot more for this than for the Super Bowl or the NBA finals or whatever.
I guess because that happens every year. No, this is like once in maybe
A
forever.
lifetime.
But all India Pakistan match, the one in Dubai also, the prices shot up like crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
I just have a feeling that it's the Indians who are paying that price.
Yeah, it is. It
And
literally is.
the Pakistanis are like,
It's all the rich. It's the rich NRIs who want to watch India
Cricket.
Pakistan.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
man.
And that's
Fuck
why the
yeah,
prices can go up. Anyway, US ticket prices are crazy, and it's just a matter of, it's like the same thing in India where they were selling hospital beds as like hotel rooms. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's badass.
1.8 crores is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I'm sure this is like some Don just put it
I
online.
wonder if those hospital beds had buffet breakfast.
Definitely had the option, but harvesting the organs needs to be cut out the side.
But so what is that where do you guys stand? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing
Of
for
course,
cricket.
it's a good thing. It should be in India.
But this
So-
is second hand.
it
Like,
should be
Yeah,
in
of course,
India.
it's on one of those
Black
platforms,
market.
reseller platforms.
That's
yeah,
not a good thing then.
Yeah.
Should be in India
It's
though.
like-
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing also because if you want to introduce cricket globally to a new audience, especially in the US, which is probably has a lot of spending power but doesn't watch cricket so much, you would want tickets to be more reasonably priced. So like a casual fan, I can take like a friend of mine who's a casual fan and then they might fall in love with the sport.
What I do think is that because of the 1.8 CR you said, right? That will catch the headline.
That, yeah.
And
Exactly.
everybody else will watch it on TV and be like, what's this about?
Yeah,
Bro,
exactly.
if there's only one game, 20,000 seats, you're not even realistically as a new fan going to get a chance to buy the first ticket at that price.
Raunaq, are you a foodie?
I do tend to eat a couple of times a day.
Okay, so we've seen a lot of these crazy food, like what's it called, food trends going around, and India is known for its street food, and some of it is
Right.
quite nasty also.
Correct.
So the internet goes crazy over this viral cheese gulab jamun pizza.
Ew, stop.
So much so that people have actually called for capital punishment for the guy who's making it.
Yeah, I agree.
Thoughts?
I taste it.
Yeah, then I
Ew.
taste it.
Taste
No.
it.
Cheese and gulab jamun pizza.
Well,
Taste
I
it.
put some mayo on it. And
Ew.
It's
there's
like a sweet burrata pizza,
yeah,
you know.
might as well,
almost.
dude. Some mayo and
Can I show you the
rajma.
picture of it? It looks
Yeah.
even worse if you can pass it around.
It's not even the round gulab jamun.
I'm not looking at that.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
gatti.
yeah, it's literally.
I'm out.
You think it's got like the kesar in the middle? Then it's not.
That's
That's the point
That's where I
that's a
draw the
tipping point.
Like
What's the weirdest thing you've eaten, man?
like you know in the middle they had made like masala dosa ice cream.
Okay.
What?
Did they?
Yeah, who did this,
They
bro?
did it on
I
the-
saw
the
it. I saw it.
What's
Yeah,
it
yeah,
called?
yeah. That ice thing.
They
The
I
rolled.
saw
So
that
it was
with
just
idli.
was it just cold dosa, masala dosa?
with
Are they-
vanilla.
You know, you've
Oh.
seen those videos where they do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Rolled
cut,
ice
cut,
cream.
cut, and they,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
So-
But
disgusting.
they had the potato in it as well.
Of course, yeah,
you
they
got-
just.
that's masala dosa, bro.
Like, yeah, that's
But
disgusting.
I think that that guy probably just did it. Like in bachelors, you get mirchi ice cream, which is just.
But that's pretty
That's
good.
the-
yeah,
tasteful,
that's,
yeah.
Yeah, that's like okay, but because it's mirchi ice cream, that is the thing that even though Bachelors makes the best sandwich, your opinion, not mine, people will be like, oh, I know that this is the place with the mirchi ice cream. That was the
Ah.
headline, right? So one guy probably wanted to make this for a reel because he thought that at least people will come to my
Yeah, it's stunt
shop.
food.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, here's gulab jamun pizza and here's.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So this is mostly just for a headline, dude.
Sure.
But I would taste it if enough people around me are also having fun and open to tasting.
If everyone will have one bite, we're getting it.
I
Yeah,
tried.
why not?
You tried for the story. Like, oh, I ate gulab jamun
Yeah,
pizza.
but it's not. I'm never gonna be like, oh man, I'm craving a gulab jamun. That's not.
But talking about you
You
being,
never know though. You never know. Yeah, you never know.
talking about you being a foodie, are you confused for Mumbai foodie a lot?
Yo, all the time. Okay, so
Wait, why?
And
Mumbai
so,
Because their name is
let
the
me
same.
preface this. The reason I'm saying this is because I met someone and I was like, oh yeah, we have, Raunaq Rajani on the show. And they were like, oh my God, Mumbai foodie. And I was like, no, the comic. And they were like, oh my God, the comic. So you got a better reaction. Then I was like, oh fuck, he has the same name as you.
So Mumbai foodie is Raunaq Rajani.
Got it.
And
down with the-
he was like, I started getting a little popular after Comic Sans. So that's 2019, 2020. He's been famous since he was born, this asshole. So every time I got a call, I was like, you're Raunaq Rajani, right? And I was like, I know this is not for me. Just the enthusiasm in your voice.
That's the wrong one.
Okay. So I'm vegetarian.
Okay.
So I remember once I got a call, and like this is like the 6th time I've got a call, and I was like, that's it. I'm just taking the call as Raunaq Rajani Mumbai foodie.
Yeah.
We want you to come and eat food at a restaurant.
Amazing.
I was like, right now, let me know I'm coming because we haven't discussed that. I am not.
Yeah.
Honestly. So I just come there, eat my food, and be like, oh, did you think? I'm sorry.
I did a story.
Yeah. So I'll do a story for my 300 followers. Okay. So they were like, "Would you come? This is this, and this is during Eid. They wanted me to come to Shalimar." So I was like, "Can I just come and eat firni?" And they were like, "No, you gotta eat the whole thing." I was like, "Okay, I have something to confess." so then the only way we knew each other was that I used to keep getting confused for him. And I had a couple of mutual friends, so I got his number and I used to keep passing on his thing. So I called him up and just told him, hey. So yeah, I do get confused for him a lot. I did recently get an email also saying, hey, how much do you charge for a reel? How much do you charge for a story? And then I wrote back and then they were like, so will you come to our restaurant and will you see the kitchen? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come see the kitchen. Like, what does that have to do with what I do?
Well, just so you know, until yesterday, this was supposed to be a food-focused episode, and then we realized we made a mistake on the schedule.
All right.
But dude, I have to ask this. I know you've been asked this a bunch of times. The Q.
The Q?
The Q.
Oh.
RAUNAQ.
So you know how traditionally people name their kids after gods, right? Like even if it's not a Hindu name, like even if it's not just Lakshman or Ram, even Joseph and Muhammad. So my Sindhi family saw a rich guy in the news whose name was RAUNAQ, and they were like, maybe this is what will do it for our family.
I love it.
This numerology will make us the money. So he had made a lot of, in 94, he had made a lot of money in pharmaceuticals and stocks. So my parents were just like...
This is just like a random dude.
If you type Raunaq Singh pharmaceuticals, you will find this random dude. So my parents read it and they were like,
That's
What a name.
that's our God.
They manifested.
They manifested it. They didn't see the
Amazing.
things around it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Raunaq. Normally, we end the show by having like an
Eating.
empty shelf item that you leave on the show.
Yes, I got you guys something.
Oh, you did?
shit.
Okay.
Yes, I got you guys some things. Okay, so
Did you smuggle it here?
I wish I was given a bit of a heads up because
That's Sid's fault,
that's
guys.
Sid's fault. I hate Sid too.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, so because I didn't get a bit of a heads up, I swear I would have gotten y'all something nicer. I'm a Sindhi boy. We have culture, but since I did not get enough time, I was getting ready and I finished putting my hair gel, and then it got over. So
let's
I got
go.
you guys my empty bottle of hair gel. It's got my signature, which I've smudged.
Alright, dude.
And it
Nice.
says,
That's
your
amazing.
mom is hot. 24/3/2024.
Oh, sick.
I love that.
Love
Here's
that.
this.
Great, dude.
And
Amazing.
since it's an empty...
Have you been sitting on that the whole time?
Since it's an empty...
Yeah, where is this?
Where did you? The cap is smushed as well.
It's the other way. You gotta hold it this way. Since it's an empty hair gel, I figured that you can't walk around without hair gel, so I got you a cap.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now I got you a good serious gift. This is an actual serious gift. I just did a show.
Hey, we should ask them last minute all the time. We get like 3-4 out of them.
Come on.
Okay.
Go for it.
So I realized that these are all bullshit gifts because obviously I think you guys also got this free from Budweiser, Heineken last week for whatever thing they did. Yeah. Okay. So I did a college show recently for an engineering college, and they also have aeronautical engineering, right? So these college kids, they just give you some rubbish like a fucking plaque or some rubbish, and I come back to Bombay and I throw it. But this was like really cool because they have aeronautical engineering, so they got ISRO to give merch.
Oh.
Good job.
So they gave me a bunch of stickers. I got you guys one sticker from ISRO.
Oh,
That's cool.
And,
That's
you guys
awesome.
That's the item.
That's really cool.
That's sick. That's sick.
So you guys can stick this on your wall.
Awesome, man. Thank
Thank
you
you
so much. We're gonna put it here.
Yeah. Wherever you want to do it.
Nice, that's cool. What is on the sticker? Do you know what that is?
It is
the logo, man.
Yeah, no, it's not the ISRO logo. It's the Department of Atomic Energy
Atomic
Research.
Energy. That's the one.
Yeah, so this is theirs.
Yo, can I see that?
Yep.
Oh wow!
Sick.
Oh, you didn't bring an item today. That sucks.
And also, I'm gonna give you guys my car.
That's the title of the video. He gave us a car, man. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, we're going to link everything of Raunaq's down below. Go check him out. Show him some love. And we'll see you next week on the Having Said That
Anything
show.
you want to plug before we head out?
If I have,
Sid always does this where I'll finish my whole fucking intro and then I'll say goodbye and they'll be like, hey, bro, wait, let's
I
ask.
thought you were gonna ask me that.
Okay, wait. I do have something to plug. 5th of May, I'm doing my solo show in Sapphire's College. This is the first time I'm going to be doing a solo in an auditorium.
All right.
And everybody who's from Bombay, I would love for you
Yes.
to come.
Yes.
Done.
And on the 21st of April, I'm doing Delhi. And I have a bunch of more dates coming up for my tour. I just don't have it planned yet. But as and when I have it, if you guys have something,
May, the entire HST crew is going to be there. So if you want to catch us and Raunaq, come there.
I'll see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
I'll put you on the guest list, guys.
No, we'll buy a ticket, man.
She said yeah.
Cause you remind me of the time your lips were caught on mine. Don't wanna go home. Cause you remind me